Luxury Fred, and we are driving this week the 2016 Cadillac XT5, which is their crossover luxury kind of mid-size SUV. And as always, when I drive a car, I give you guys a good test. I take it on a road trip, I do something with it. So with this crossover SUV, I am moving. And I'm going to show you what it's like to move with the Cadillac XT5. So the first thing I'm finding is we've got a lot of storage space. So as you can see, we have the rear seats put down, and we have it filled with boxes here, and rear seats fold down. Very nice, very large amount of space. And we have a nice comfortable interior. I'll give you an interior tour after we're done moving, but just wanted to show you a quick clip of what it looks like as we load the car. And it's great because although it holds a lot, we still have nice luxury features like automatic tailgate release. And there we go. And now we're ready for a nice ride. Even with the car filled up, it still rode very nicely. It's got a 3.6 liter V6, so it's got good power. And it was a pleasure to drive, both loaded up with stuff, and it's a pleasure to drive when there's nothing in it as well. Again, Luxury Fred here with the Cadillac 2016 Cadillac XT5, showing you what it's like to move with this luxury SUV. Okay. So it is Luxury Fred, and we are behind the wheel of another beautiful new Cadillac. This is the 2016 Cadillac XT5 all-wheel drive Platinum Edition. So this is Cadillac's crossover or mid-size SUV, whichever you want to call it. And it's a great car. It's got a 3.6 liter V6 engine. Cadillac's very nice 8-speed transmission. And to me, the biggest part or the best feature of this car is the build quality, the interior fit and finish and things like that, and just the way everything is put together. We have beautiful leather seats, beautiful kind of suede dashboard here, and just everything is really nicely constructed, and you know, very good feeling of quality and luxury in this car, and the other Cadillac models that I've driven. So we have all the different Cadillac safety and technology and infotainment features. We've got Cadillac's Q system, which stands for Cadillac User Experience. Everything is controlled on this touch screen here. Sirius XM, you know, all the kind of normal luxury goodies on this car. And one feature that I've noticed is it's got that engine starting stopping thing where if you're stopped at a traffic light or stopped somewhere for more than a certain period of time, the engine turns off. In some cars, I don't like that because the engine turn on is controlled when you touch the accelerator. So I had an Audi that had that feature, and the problem is that the engine turns off and you go to start it again, and you have to push the accelerator down, and then when it finally clicks, you kind of lurch forward. So this has the engine start-stop thing, but the engine restarts when you take your foot off the gas. The engine restarts when you take your foot off the brake. So it's a very smooth operation. So right now, if the car was shut off, when I take my foot off the brake, it starts, and that gives you that necessary second or two where it doesn't lurch forward, and it's not, it's still a very smooth, luxurious ride. You know, this car has all the normal great safety technology where it tells you, you know, if a car's on either side, it will stop automatically. Something I like, it has the kind of radar that if you're backing out of a driveway or something like that, it can send the radar beyond where you're backing out of. I think it's called a cross traffic alert. And so if there's a car coming when you're backing out of somewhere, even though you can't see that car, it will alert you, which is extremely helpful. It's got kind of a lane guidance thing that when that's on, I guess there's some kind of cameras or something, and when it senses you're drifting across one of the lane lines, it gently moves you back. Just a great car to drive overall. And took it on my usual road trip to Palm Springs and had to move some stuff this weekend, and this car is amazing for moving because it has a lot of space. So I put down the back seat and you have a real big cargo area, true SUV size cargo area. So that was very handy. What else? Again, I talked about the really nice interior. It's got a lot of space. It's even got something I haven't seen. It's got kind of a cubby hole here, almost underneath the transmission. And yeah, so it's a great car to drive. We've got 3 modes. We've got a touring mode, a sport mode, and an all-wheel drive mode for wet weather or snowy weather. And the transmission has a manual mode, and it has steering wheel mounted paddle shifters, so you can, you know, really manipulate it quite well. Let's merge onto the freeway here. So we're headed back to LA on the 10, and again, this car cruises really nicely at 80 or 81, something like that. Very smooth, very nice ride. Okay, so it's Luxury Fred, and here we are inside the 2016 Cadillac XT5 crossover SUV. And this again is the XT5 all-wheel drive Platinum Edition, which is cool because this has every option you can get. The only extra thing is some kind of cargo net or something like that. Everything else comes with this car. The car is $69,000, something like that, with the delivery and destination charge and things like that. If you read my review, I will be writing about the lease rates and the other things. My review will be at the Business Traveler USA magazine's website, businesstravelerusa.com. And then you can also check out Luxury Fred for some pictures and things like that. So again, this is the Platinum Edition. If you've watched my reviews of the other new Cadillacs, I am very impressed with the cars that Cadillac is producing these days. If you're considering a luxury car, if you're looking at a BMW or an Acura or an Audi or an Infiniti or a Lexus, do yourself a favor. Go over to the Cadillac dealer, get into a car, maybe drive it around a little, and trust me, you're going to be impressed. The build quality, the fit and finish and things like that are these days as good as anything coming from Germany. And I've driven a lot of these new Cadillacs over the last couple years, and every one is really beautifully constructed, great fit and finish, and again, great build quality. So we have the nice, again, this is the Platinum Edition, so we have leather, we have wood paneling here, then we have the silver, more leather here. We have these beautiful sport seats here, and kind of this two-tone interior. I forget the outside, I know, is Adriatic blue metallic, and this inside color has a very cool food type name that I forget right now, but I'll put it on the screen as you're watching. So again, this is a crossover SUV. So we have nice space up front here, and then we have a lot of space back here. I was doing some moving this weekend, taking this to Palm Springs, and it was great. It really fit a lot of stuff. We have a power liftgate here. Again, this is the all-wheel drive model, and as you can see, we have very large SUV size cargo space, or minivan size cargo space, what have you. There's a rail, kind of a fence thing that goes there that moves back and forth. Then we have this that you can use to kind of cover the space. And this is the Platinum Edition, so everything is power. So we have a power liftgate. You just push that and it goes down. You can also control it from the key fob, and there's a little switch on the dashboard that opens and closes it already. Also, again, we had the seats down to move. So we can put that back, and we can put the other seat back here. And as you can see, we have a very nice, again, we have the leather interior, we have a little center console here, some climate control for the rear seat, and this is the bar that goes in the back there, the kind of cargo bar. What else? So again, I think that's it for the 2016 Cadillac XT5. You want more information, check out my review again at businesstravelerusa.com. Thanks for watching. If you like what you see, please subscribe to my channel, and please comment on the video. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you like. Let me know what you don't like and what you want to see, and I'll try to bring it for you, bring it to you here on the Luxury Fred YouTube channel. So what else? We've got something I really like is that there's a large space that actually goes under the tunnel here. So there's kind of a huge storage space under there that goes all the way through to the other side. Again, we have this nice suede dashboard, and just very nice stitched fit and finish inside. Everything, all the seams and things like that are perfect. This car is very tight, no rattles or anything like that on the freeway. If I must be honest, the transmission is a little slow to shift sometimes when you punch it. I had the car in the tour mode. There's a tour mode, an all-wheel drive mode, and a sport mode. Obviously the sport mode is going to give you a little more aggressive shift points and things like that. And I've got Cadillac's great Q, Cadillac user experience, with all your infotainment stuff there on the screen. And that is it. Very, very impressed with this car, and definitely well worth it if you're considering a crossover SUV. I highly recommend it.